What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PixelPlay Sidequest, the last one, in fact, of our Final Fantasy run here. For those saying, what about 14? What about 16? What about 11? And I'm like, well, okay, I got a lot of things. MMOs, I didn't play any of them. 16 can fuck off. And anything before Final Fantasy 4, eh.
I disagree with the before 4, but
what are we going to say? Like, who is the best NPC of 1?
Motea? What's her name?
Matoya?
Matoya. Jesus.
I'm just
I know how
saying
to like
the
read
song.
It. Yeah, of course. That's 100%.
I don't even know who that is.
What? It's the witch with the brooms that are like cleaning up by themselves.
I
like
haven't
it's
played the first 3.
God.
Okay, that's a lie.
So upset.
I've tried to play the first 3, and I have a real problem with really old games that don't click right away. So
yeah, no, they're definitely old. They definitely feel it, but
they're a tad old.
Oh, her cave with the music and the brooms that are like fucking Mickey Mouse's sorcerer, whatever that is. That old cartoon where the brooms are already automatically cleaning. They talk backwards. When you're reading the speech of the brooms, all the words, you don't understand it until you realize it's all backwards and you have to read it backwards. Oh, God, ahead of its time.
That sounds grand.
Final Fantasy 1 through 3 is fantastic. Also on the Pixel remasters. What are they called? Just the Pixel remasters? Yeah. So good.
Look, if they ever remake them, they can be at the bottom of the line. I've got a few that I would rather, get pumped up before those ones. So I think I'd rather Mystic Quest get a remake first.
Oh, I love Mystic Quest. I would love if Mystic Quest.
I know, but we're saying that knowing that people are going to hear that and be like, what? Fuck Mystic Quest.
You want Mystic Quest over 3? Yeah.
Yeah, because I specifically want that battle music to be redone.
Oh, it's one of the best soundtracks. Mystic Quest. Oh, I'm surprised we didn't do that as an episode.
Because I also don't remember much of it either.
I actually replayed that like a year ago, but yeah.
I'd also be like, okay, best boss. I'm gonna go with the skeleton one just because its animation was cool as it broke. But I'm like, that's as much as I remember. That's more than I would have expected to remember.
I remember that what they look like. There was the bird in the wind tower, for example. That was a cool bird, and as it starts to die, it's like in a tornado. It's pretty cool.
But anyways, we're not here to talk about any of those. We're here to finish with 15, a.k.a. the last time I finished a Final Fantasy game and still hated myself, I guess, so that's not really that new. And look, I played it at launch. I played it without the DLC and still haven't because that game does not deserve any more of my time.
Yeah, I have not. I beat one of the DLC. The other 3, I was like, I'm good. I was halfway into one of them, and I was like, nah, I don't need this. I don't care.
I mean, look, if they want to put an entire side cooking game featuring Ignis, sure.
Yeah, I'm
down.
That would be fun. I'd probably like that more than Final Fantasy 15.
I think most people would like that more than Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Cup Noodles episode of PixelPlay Sidequest. So with no further ado, I will boot up the old Photoshop here on the screen. And right away, speaking of cooking, I'm not joking when I say that Ignis is the best male character.
Yeah, I put Ignis as well. I don't know why.
Look, I mean, he's honestly the coolest one to be like. Yeah. His voice is really sick. Like, I do like his outfit a lot. And again, like, just the idea that he's like the chef also just kind of adds something to it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the cooking and camping aspect of the game a lot.
I mean, look. This is the point where I get to have a little bit of bisexuality thrown in here. He is the prettiest one, and I'm not. There's no exceptions.
I would agree with that too. Even as a heterosexual man, I would agree that he is the best looking dude in the group.
Well, I mean, you can't really go wrong with any of the 4 of them. It's really whatever your tastes are. But I mean, as a fellow glasses man,
I need glasses as well. Never wear them, but I do need them.
Wow, that sounds like a you problem right there.
It literally is. It is 100% a me problem.
All right, moving on. Best female character. Now, first, I have to say that we're automatically having a winner here with no need to deliberate. Originally, before we recorded the show, Chris and I were like, well, fuck, there's no actual party member. It's just the 4 guys. Who are we supposed to do? So originally, we were going to do just 2 NPCs. It was going to be the 1A and the 1B in the best NPC spot, because more than likely, another female character was going to be the best NPC. Mm-hmm. However, Aranea Highwind actually joined your party at some point. So by default...
Oh, she's a guest. Right.
Now, I may also be forgetting that... I can't remember if Gentiana does or not, But don't care. Aranea is fucking sick as shit, so there's not
yeah.
really any deliberation anyway.
No, there wouldn't be. She was already my number 2 for best NPC/female character.
What, Aranea?
Yeah, so I'm just switching my order, if anything, here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I mean,
her last name's Highwind, so come on.
Yeah, I mean, well, do we make the joke and say the best NPC then is Sydney Orem? Considering that's what we all call her.
Yeah, and that is 100% what my answer is.
I don't want to say this, but the only reason I think I stuck with this game was because of her.
Oh, 100%. I feel like that is 68% of the reason why.
To the point, and look, I don't care if this ends up being a spoiler at any point, but when you go toward, when you're like near the end of the game, the biggest thing is like Prompto is taking pictures of everything, right? Which is technically you, the player, but I digress. There's a point in the game where it says, hey, do you want to take one photo with you as a lasting memory before you get to the end? I took a picture of her because I hated that game so much by the end that I'm like, I'm going to literally take the most non-significant picture that I've taken and bring it with me. And it's just a picture of Sydney like bent over on a car.
Yeah.
Which is great when you see Noctis and Lunafreya next to him and he's showing her said photograph and be like, take a look at this bitch that I took a picture of.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like the memory that you're looking back on.
You know it's meant to be like the boys or like some like picture of you and Lunafreya or something. But no, I literally just, I mean, some people took a picture of Cup Noodles for God's sake, so.
Yes, and I mean, that is I wish I had actually done that. I don't remember what my photo was, but looking back, Cup of Noodles was 100% what I should have done.
It probably
100%.
would have made the most sense, but also I really, really, really wanted to stick it to them. And be like, I don't give a shit about this bitch you're telling me to care about in Lunafreya, because let's be honest, she had no screen time to make you care.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
We complained a lot about 13. I'll complain a lot about 15 in this one. 15 was a game that was like, we have a really cool idea, and we forgot how to write about half of it.
Yep.
First half of the game, like, okay, I shouldn't say like I don't even think they forgot, or I don't think they remembered how to write anything in this game. Because the story as a whole sucks.
It is not a good story at all.
The journey is fun.
Yeah, the journey itself, to a point. Even then, the journey at one point just kind of feels like it goes off the rails.
Well, yeah, like I've said so many times on our various episodes of stuff that like as soon as you get on the boat at 15, you just turn the game off at that point. You might as well.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, it just felt... Well, it was. It didn't just feel rushed. I'm pretty sure it was rushed in development to just finish that off.
Well, I mean, it was originally not even supposed to be 15, right? It's like,
yeah.
It's what we've complained about so many times at Square. It's like you make this massive graphical engine that puts all of your budget into something, and now you need to put something out, but that game's taken 8 years to make because you've changed 2 graphics engines over the course of that time.
Yeah.
And then in a panic, you just throw it out the door.
Too bad this wasn't a 13 spinoff. Cindy could have been the best female of Final Fantasy 13.
I mean, the competition was so strong. It was monotone bitch that no one liked, but somehow got Gucci ads.
Gucci, yep. Oh, yeah.
High-pitched fucking teenage character that everybody who has never watched an anime before in their life hates.
Yeah.
And the cool one. Okay, and that's enough there.
And that's that.
But yeah, no. Between the two of them, like, Aranea is just the cool factor. Cindy is just straight up, like, she's so different to most characters, especially in that game. She's like, she's the country bumpkin in an entire game full of prim, proper, and, let's be honest, fucking rich douchey.
Yeah. 100%. It's almost like she's from a different game and kind of thrown into this one.
Yeah, she just stumbled into it.
Yeah, she just ended up in the wrong area because everybody, it's all like dark
That's
clothing
canon.
and everything.
Cindy Orem, mechanic, got isekai'd into a Final Fantasy game. That's my canon now.
It's the only explanation because there's only like one car in the whole game, so I don't even know how she's a mechanic anyway.
Well, I mean, technically it's not because it's also a plane at one point.
Right. Oh.
So is it a car?
God damn it. This fucking game.
And it controlled perfectly well.
No.
There were no issues on this thin fucking landing strip that you needed to do to get to that secret dungeon. There were no issues. I did not crash several times before landing it.
God, I don't even think I was able to land. I think I gave up. I think I got the flying car. I tried to go to the secret dungeon. I couldn't land, and I went, nope, and I just uninstalled the game.
I'll
I think that's when I
spoiler
ended
a little bit. I would have put that dungeon at the best dungeon thing, but I have too many bad memories that I refused. So
Yeah, I didn't even make it there, so I couldn't even vote for that one if I wanted.
But yeah, like Aranea was. How do I explain this? It's like the badass bitch that you never get to. That usually ends up like joining the party at like the last possible moment when you've already decided your entire party.
Yeah.
Except they decided to go one step further and say she'll never actually be part of your party.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just like a guest briefly. Yeah, she reminds me of like, I guess if Lightning and then Kain from Final Fantasy IV like had a daughter.
Yeah.
Oh my god, her last name's Highwind. This is canon. I know it's canon somehow.
She's humanoid Freya.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be that too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Was Freya's hair like? I think Freya's hair was gray.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her whole body was because she was.
You know what?
rat
I'm taking
person.
that one too.
Yeah.
And then Sydney, on the other hand, like I said, you've got like, as a massive anime fan, there is nothing I love more than a mechanic girl character because they are A, stupid hot, and B, they're usually either the funniest or the coolest.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Because
was like
they're either like the most super chill and over the top, like just like always nudging you and trying to get you to like go bang the girl that you clearly are interested in, or she's like jacked to the fucking gills and could knock you out with one wrench hit.
Yeah, that too. Oh yeah. Yeah, Cindy was just like actually a positive, like fun character in a game filled with like really unhappy characters. Just like I get the journey with the four guys, there was happy moments, but it was still filled with just so much like so much drama and sadness and blah 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 blah, where she was always just like a beacon of like fun and like positivity and excitement and all this kind of stuff. So even taking the hot factor out, Cindy was actually just like an actual fun, positive, bright colored character to have in this game.
I mean, she was a great way to introduce you to the game, and then afterwards went, all right, now go enjoy the all tons of misery that we've made for you.
Yeah, she's like the last bit of light that there is in this game. And you meet her right at the beginning, basically. So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
You'll notice if you're watching this video how long we've stalled because I don't have an answer for the best villain apart from Arden because I don't remember much of anything, and Arden's not even a good choice.
I put Arden too, and everything you just said is correct.
Part of it
It's
is
a cool
memory. I'm sure there might have been somebody else. And I
sure
honestly, a lot of people say, oh, Arden's story is really heartwarming. And I go, if it was, they did a really poor job of telling it because I couldn't tell you what it was.
Yeah, it's a cool hat.
It might have also been because most of that story came after you got on the boat where I really stopped paying attention to the story because I just forced myself to get through that game.
Yeah, me too. And I think that they finished off his story in like DLC. He had his own DLC as well that came way after the other four guys each had their own DLC.
Which
no,
also doesn't help.
No, like it was, yeah, it just, I didn't even play the Arden DLC either. Like it just, you get to the point where it's like, I'm not going back to this game. Like I just can't. They clearly rushed it and then had to put the characters like side stories into DLC. I didn't like that either. No. Where it's like Gladios or whatever his name, like he left for a bit in the game and then he comes back. And the only way to figure out where he was and what happened was to play his DLC. So the DLC you have to play as you're playing the main game. I don't know.
Well, I think as you said as well, that made it really obvious what we already knew, which was that they rushed the game out the door because I've never seen a game have to have so many DLC that was actually important to the main story's plot.
Yeah.
So that really tells you all you need to know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if you're a fan of this game and you're kind of annoyed that we haven't said anything about Arden, sorry, but, like, that's on the devs for making a really poor base version.
Yeah.
And I don't remember much of anything for it because I've kind of repressed most of it.
Yeah, which is crazy because you'll give me a Final Fantasy from, like, 25 years ago and I could probably give you the whole plot It's just, yeah, this was a poorly done one. Yeah.
Best summon, I kind of danced around with it. I mean, I really still like the Rama summon in this one a lot, but then I kind of went with what I thought was also like a default winner in Shiva, because Shiva's actually a character in the game, which is Gentiana.
Yes. Yeah. Oddly enough, I had Shiva and Leviathan.
Yeah.
But Leviathan kind of is a bit of a cheat because I don't actually think it's a cool summon. I thought it was more of a cool story moment where Leviathan's
Yeah,
there.
and I mean, like, if Ifrit was also really cool too at the time. And like I said, the reason that I immediately went to Shiva is because like it's a pretty cool thing to find out that like actually you've been hanging around Shiva for like a good chunk of the game.
Yeah. That
without
was a cool
knowing it.
moment. Yeah, that was a very cool moment.
But yeah, Shiva finally getting some love towards the end, because we were pushing her aside and now she's here 2 straight times. Well, I mean, you go from being plot intensive to being a motorcycle. I imagine that gets you some extra points, you know?
100%. 100%.
And I'm just glad, and now that we're done this whole thing, I'm so glad that Bahamut did not take nearly as many spots.
Yes, because he's just the default. It's what everybody always goes with.
It's like the default with most of them when I was like researching was, you know, like general opinions of it. Because granted, I was still going to go with what I wanted to, but I always like to see like what the general consensus is of stuff. And Bahamut and Phoenix came up so many times, and I'm really glad that we actually managed to have legit reasons to stray away from that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, because it's just too default, like, oh, big dragon. Well, yeah, no duh. But, yeah. These were very cool ones.
Now, this is where it gets harder. Because songs are a little bit weird.
Yes. I do actually have a few. Luckily, I was able to go back and I re-listened to the soundtrack, and I was able to pick out the couple that I remember. I couldn't remember their names, but I did get a couple.
Yeah, I know a couple just because through Rocksmith mods, I've actually gotten a couple of them and played them, and it's why I'm picking it for me personally for best overall song. I'm picking Bros on the Road.
Oh, bro, I didn't have that one.
Because that's the one that generally happens when you're like either pit stopping or it's the times where you're like camping out.
I
And
know the
sometimes
one you're
play
talking
it.
about. Yes, that's a good one. That's a very good
It
one.
almost sounds like very like not bluesy. That's not the right term.
Yeah, well, I mean, a little jazzy or a little.
But it's kind of like I can't even really nail down the genre on this one because it's like a bit of blues, a bit of jazz, a bit of rock. Yeah, I can't really say. What did you have though?
So I put, I mean, I wrote down 3, and I was like, I'll pick in the moment, but I'm just gonna say what all 3 are. Sunset Waltz, which is just one that plays like while you're traveling around or running around on the main map.
I will say too, I also made sure not to touch the ones that are in the radio in the car because those were also unfair.
Oh yeah, I honestly I put it on retro Final Fantasy games. And
Yeah,
I
think that's what most of us did.
Yeah. I also chose Somnus. That's that like big orchestral piece that plays like near the end. And then the song Stand By Me that plays when the car is broken down with the opening credits.
Yeah.
And it's the Florence and the Machine girl, I think, who sings it.
I think so, yeah.
So I thought that was a very cool version of that song. I actually listened to that version on Spotify like all the time. But I actually had put my number 1, to be honest, as that Sunset Waltz, which is very similar to the reason you like the Bros on the Road. The Sunset Waltz is just like the cool map running around music.
All
Yeah,
right,
but
well,
I do really
I guess
like
we're
the
coin
Bros on the Road.
flipping.
Yeah. I mean, they're both very much, like they don't sound the same, but they're both kind of the same idea. The guy is out on the road, running around on the map.
Damn it, I lost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How dare
I'm
you?
not, though. I'm not. There's a 50-50 chance.
I don't even know what kind of picture to use with this because the song's not coming to my head right away. But yeah, either way.
I don't. Yeah, you can just put a picture of. There you go.
That one.
That one.
Does it have significance? I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, for Bros on the Road, I was just going to have the picture of them like pushing the car. So
Oddly enough, which is also when the Stand By Me song is played.
yeah.
Did you have one for fight song?
I did. This was. I mean, I listened to most of them back, so because I couldn't remember most of them. I ended up going with Apocalypse's Noctis.
Yes, I had that one. I had 2 because I couldn't decide, but that was my number 1, and then my number 2 was Hellfire, which is the cool song that plays when you fight Ifrit.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
Yeah, but I really like the one.
Yeah.
Ah, gosh.
It's fine. I minimized it by accident. I'm sorry.
It became so big.
All right, what picture do I need to use for you now? The thing with this, and I will say, is it's a really dire. It's not a great outlook on the soundtrack when my initial thought was, oh yeah, I'm going to turn on all the retro music.
Yes. Oh, 100%. Like, while there was some great songs in this, it really was just the, like, when you're running around song or driving around, camping, cooking, like that kind of stuff. Like, there was the couple good moments, but I really feel kind of like, I don't know, like the music was nowhere near as memorable. Like it was just missing some of those big, hitters. Like, yeah, sure, Somnus, which was huge, and Sunset Waltz, and like you said, Bros on the Road. But I don't know.
It's going to be a big recurring theme with this game that so much of it is just based on the fact that I think they made a game that would have been fantastic as like a fun side story thing that just had nothing to do with like. If they just made it like not a traditional Final Fantasy game, and it's just like, here's some weird side thing that we did where it's just mostly like a bunch of bros just kind of chilling on the road, and there happens to be combat in there, but like this isn't going to be nearly as story intensive. Like this is more of like our cozy Final Fantasy game. But of course they were so behind because like let me just quickly check when was the release times between these games, because 13 Lightning Returns. That was November of 2013.
Yeah, and this was like 2015.
And 10 was 2016.
16.
When was that game started being developed, which is the real important
part. Oh, it was in development like 2008 or 9 or something ridiculous.
It began in 2006.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, 10 years. That's why. That's why they rushed it.
That's why they rushed it. And not great. Not great. Oh, well.
All right, moving on. I feel like there is no better boss fight than fighting a literal mountain.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And I'll take any chance to use the Match of the Gathering art that they've done for it.
Oh, that's from the... Oh, I like that.
But yeah, the Adamantoise was fucking cool.
That was a very cool
We don't talk about how long it takes.
Why does it take so long? What the hell? Like...
You wanted an old school RPG, Chris? Here's the one with like 10 bajillion HP.
Yeah, but it's like... It's not like a turn-based thing where you can min-max it. It's like you're playing Kingdom Hearts and fighting this thing. Like, it's...
Don't tell them that.
Oh, God. It takes forever. Oh, I beat it, though. I did beat it.
I did not.
I did. I think there was an achievement.
I quit real fast on that. I'm like, I am not spending all day on this bitch.
If I remember correctly, it did take me a little over an hour. I'm pretty sure it took me over an hour. And I did it. Stupid achievements. Why do I have to hunt for those?
Because you do.
I do.
But yeah, no, it was sick. I mean, I could talk about other things, but like, it literally it was a mountain that turned into a giant turtle.
It's like a fucking mountain. Yeah, I know. That was one thing that was kind of cool with this game. I liked how they had like, there was Titan who was like massive, and you got Adamantoise.
Does it make any sense that somehow you can fight a mountain and win? No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Maybe I'll go fight the Rocky
In terms of scope, I think that's probably... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm forgetting one. But like, I feel like this is probably the most impossible fight in terms of like breaking your immersion and going, oh yeah, I could win this.
Yeah, especially since, yeah, it's just, you got a sword. Like, what do you got?
Like, there are summons. Like, I know there's a special summon that Titan actually like starts uppercutting the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make logical sense.
That would make.
But this isn't Final Fantasy 16 where you turn into a summon.
No, like you're not helping. Even if you summon Titan to take on this thing, you shouldn't be able to help. Like,
no,
you have a sword.
Well, but Chris, you have a sword and you can slightly fly in the air a little bit and flip.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
counts.
That's true.
At least that's what Square thought.
Yeah.
This is the one time I will ever say anything nice about this place. Altitia is a fucking gorgeous location.
It is.
That is where it stops.
Yeah, that was. I had that one. I did put what is it called? Golden Quay.
Golden Key, yeah.
Key. I did put that too because it was cozy. I found it cozy. But this one is the impressive one.
Now look, see how beautiful that view is? Look how cool that looks. In about an hour, you will never want to look at it again. I mean, granted, it's also gone.
Yeah.
But
what the fuck?
You're also not going to want to see it again anyway.
Yeah. It's like they make this amazing place just to like not use it, to underutilize it. Like, what the hell?
Because Square really likes making graphics engines and nothing else.
Yeah.
They've kind of proven that recently.
Yeah.
Because anytime they release a game and be like, look how beautiful this is, and we go, cool. My favorite JRPG right now is Trails, and they are usually 2 generations behind graphically.
Yeah. I think all of my, well, besides Clair Obscur, all of my recent JRPG style games I've loved have been in 2D art style like Sea of Stars. So
yeah. Most of our
Square.
favorite JRPGs are coming from studios that are with like 10% at most of the budget.
Yeah. Square, this is your fault. You got to catch up.
It's been their fault for a while.
Yeah.
Last thing, best dungeon. I'll let you start. I don't honestly have an opinion. I ended up picking like one just based on the look.
I did the exact same thing, and I chose the Rock of Ravatar.
Okay, we were on the same boat then.
Yeah, I just like the look of it. It's the closest thing to like, oh, that's a little cool.
It's Pride Rock, but cooler.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, it's a volcano map. How do you hate that shit?
Yeah. Kind of sucks that when you're looking at all the dungeons of this game and remembering them.
I mean, for most of my memory from 15, I don't remember dungeons being like a big thing.
They weren't. That's what, as I was going through and reminding myself of the different dungeons in this game, they aren't like traditional dungeons and stuff. Like,
no,
it was just like story moments, or like, I guess like, oh, there's a dungeon, you have to go in and do this thing. But they just feel like, I don't know, they don't even feel like dungeons. They're just like a building you kind of go into, or an area you go to.
They're just areas.
Yeah, they're just areas.
I mean, granted, like a lot of Trails games, like their dungeons are not usually like amazing, but when it's time to like have one stand out, it does.
Yeah,
because
100%.
like the thing with Trails games too, and this is why I think they do their storytelling better too. A lot of their combat takes place anywhere. It's not just here's the fighting area and here's the not fighting area. You'll have fights in the city. You'll have fights in just random buildings within the area. Like, it's not like it's just, all right, as soon as you leave the city, here's all the combat. It's like, no, you fight several times in, like, the most basic areas that you've probably traveled through several times.
Yeah.
It's like it makes things matter more because they can happen anywhere.
Yep. Oh, I'm looking at this, and normally when we finish doing one of these, I have a huge craving to go back and play.
I'm just depressed.
Yeah, like I normally want to go back and like, man, I haven't, even when we finished 13, I actually had a craving to go in and maybe start a new game in 13. You know, just to give it a bit of a go. I know I would eventually be like, never mind, I'm going to drop this. But just to get the music and see the character designs, because at least they're flashy and, you know, a little cool. Definitely with the older games. We finished 8, we finished 9, we finished 10. Like, I was like, I need to go back and play this. Like,
oh, yeah.
Even though it hasn't been that long. I've played through all of them in the last 10 years. I've played every Final Fantasy again. I started with 8 10 years ago.
Yeah, now having a really strong PC, I've been tempted to go back into 10 and see, like, with 4K mods that they have and, like, seeing, like, how much I can push on that.
Oh, yeah, and there's some cool mods, too, with 10 where normally you had to, like, bring characters in and out to... So
yeah, stuff like
XP.
that, too, because, like, as a massive aside, 10's XP system could fuck right off.
Yeah, it can fuck right off. But yeah, when I replayed 10, I had one mod active, and it was everybody gets XP. That was it. I didn't make it where it was extra XP or anything like that. Just everybody gets XP, and I can just play with the party I want to play with.
Have they re-released? I'm assuming they've released 12 on PC.
Yeah, it's the Zodiac.
Okay, I assume Zodiac Age must have been there too.
Yeah, it's the Zodiac Age one. Yeah, 13 2's on there. Lightning Returns. Who cares?
You're not. No, I'm never touching that series again. That's what's not happening.
Yeah, every Final Fantasy is now on Steam. Once they did the pixel remasters, because oddly enough, 1 and 2 were the last ones to come. Oh, sorry, not every Final Fantasy, because Mystic Quest is not there, and Tactics just got added. That was the other one that we were waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm looking at this, and I have no desire to go back and restart 15. Would I love to go and see, you know, a part with Arnea when she first showed up? Because I remember that was kind of cool. I was like, who's this cool chick? Meeting Cindy, maybe seeing the beginning where the guys are pushing the car and the credits are going, and it feels like, oh, this might be like a big epic game. This is a cool credit sequence. Do I want to see maybe some of that stuff? Sure. Do I actually want to play anything else of it or anything like that? No. I have zero desire to go back.
I mean,
and do that here.
you could just load a save and just have the guys travel from place to place and put the radio on, and you're like, man, it might as well just be fucking background music.
Yeah, I have to admit, the driving in the car with the background music was one of my favorite parts.
Like I said,
that was kind of
if they wanted to make a cozy game out of this, it might have worked.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of did. They made some like mobile version of 15. I don't remember if you remember, and it was like all chibi characters. And that's the version they brought to Nintendo Switch, because obviously they couldn't bring this version. And it's like the entire game remade with a different graphics engine, again, because that's what Square loves to do. I wonder if that version's like more fun. I have a feeling like it would be like less dreary and stuff just because of the character design.
It probably also is shorter.
It probably is shorter, which probably helps a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the last two games that we've done for this has been kind of depressing. Mm-hmm. But we knew that going in, because the last time that we truly enjoyed these games was, I mean, I will say, like, I talk a lot of shit about 12 being kind of like forgettable. 12 is still a fun experience.
Yeah, I still love 12. Yeah, it's different. It kind of gets brought down the list of my favorites, obviously.
If 12 had been turn-based, we'd probably be talking about it being one of the best.
Absolutely. The characters,
even with the story being as like kind of lackadaisical as it is, just the sheer atmosphere of that game carried so much of it that just having a much better combat system would have been icing on the cake.
Yeah, because that's really the only gripe I have with 12. It really is just that combat system is too much like an MMO for it to be as epic and fun like the previous games, right?
And I genuinely wonder, like, if I mean, 15 is literally never going to be solvable. Like, the story is just not good enough.
Yeah.
13, I wonder, because I don't remember a lot about it. I wonder if 13 it was turn-based, how I would actually feel about it again.
Yeah.
Because I do feel a lot of the weight of how I don't like 13 is because of the combat system.
It is definitely the combat system, and for me it was the extremely linear hallways and such.
I don't
there's
necessarily
the one area.
hate that. Because, I mean, again, like the story, like, I've played a lot of different RPGs over time, and we even play old ones, kind of like Chained, or not old ones, I should say, but like homages to old ones, like Chained Echoes and stuff. They're relatively linear for the most part.
True.
And it's just the combat's so good and the story's so good.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder that with 13, if they just had the proper turn-based combat, like we all keep begging Square to do, if I'd suddenly have a bit of a higher opinion of it.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely would. Because I think 13, it's the downfall, but I do still look back on 13, and it was probably my last time that I did enjoy the Final Fantasy series. It was a huge drop from 12, which 12 was a slight drop from all the others. Obviously, 10 and
well, we even said in the last video that it was very missed potential.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. But yeah, 15, like, this is definitely the first Final Fantasy I finished and went, I didn't need this. I just didn't even need it.
This was the one that I decided right then and there that I am done I'm done buying Final Fantasy games if they're not turn-based. The only reason I tried 16 is because we have console share together.
Yeah, you and I, yeah.
If you hadn't bought it, I still would have, like, the reason we would have not done 16 is because I have not played it, period.
Yeah.
The real reason we're not doing 16 is because that game fucking sucks and I don't care.
I don't mind 16 as when I start to think of it as a non-Final Fantasy game. I like 16. It's just as a Final Fantasy game, I realize it's not amazing. It's not great. It's tough. Ben Starr is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for 16 for me too. Like, his voice acting was so awesome throughout it. I mean, he's just awesome in general.
It's okay. He's probably going to get his flowers when he wins at the Game Awards.
Oh, he's 100% going to win.
Actually, well, this video is coming out the day after the Game Awards, so I'll just retroactively say, like, well, it's great that Ben Starr got his flowers last night, isn't it, Chris?
It's
Now
fantastic.
watch him not actually win. Well, whatever.
Yeah, we'll see.
We know Expedition's winning. Somebody in that cast is winning that award.
100% they are. It's just no way they're not.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sad
15.
way to kind of end the series, but like, could be worse, I guess.
Yeah, we should have ended on Mystic Quest. Just thrown everybody off. It's like
You know
just
what?
kidding. Yeah.
I have an idea. I'm just thinking of this out loud. Why don't we do a like an award winner of the entire franchise next week?
Oh, I love that. That's going to be so hard, though. I'm going to have sleepless nights over that, but I am in.
So you know what? We're doing it then.
We're doing it. Heck yeah.
All
One
right.
more
Now
episode.
the real question is, how much of his Super Nintendo was?
A lot. Wait, yeah.
Because like,
Oh, yeah.
even just thinking out loud, I'm looking at it and be like, I'm almost positive the music's going to be dominated by 6.
Yeah.
The characters are probably in the 3D era because voice acting helps it along. I'm pretty sure like characters are going to be either 7 or 10.
It'll be in between 7 and 10 for sure.
Yeah, maybe 12 as a shot, but I haven't thought that far ahead.
I don't know.
The only ones that can be anywhere on the list are like the locations. I think that's where it can be a massive wild card.
That 100% could be a massive, because like 10 has amazing, even 3 to me has amazing locations. So like, yeah, that one's tough. That one's actually going to be really, really tough. But yeah,
All right,
that'll be a
well,
fun episode.
I like that idea. It also gives us time to stave that off a little bit longer, because I think our plan, honestly, like we haven't talked that much about what we're going to do for the holidays yet, but like, well, today's the 9th as we're recording this. That means it'll be the oh god, math.
16th?
The 12th when the Sidequest comes. It'll be the 19th.
Oh, when it releases, yeah.
So honestly, I think that makes sense because we finish with that, and then probably what we'll do is, I think what we're going to try to do if we can is just record a couple of videos in the can and just kind of take a little bit of the holidays off, and we'll figure that out as we go. But yeah, so that's probably the best way to have like maybe the last like structured side quest to end the year, and then we'll come into the new year thinking of like what the next big thing is going to be.
Yep. Plus, we need to end this series on a happy note. It can't
That
be this.
that's partially why I thought about this. I'm like, I don't want to end on us being like, yeah, this series sucks.
Yeah, Final Fantasy's dead. Yeah, no, we gotta more happiness, more happy.
Well, we will do that for next week, so y'all look forward to that. But otherwise, thank you so much for checking this out. So, obviously here on YouTube, like and subscribe. If there's anything we missed, and you probably know more than we do because we haven't played this in quite some time, and also we don't have the fondest memory. So if you're like a big fan of this game and there's something that we've missed, you're the people we want to hear from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, not my cup of tea.
Realistically, the only reason we did this one is because we actually remember something about this.
Yes.
And we've both finished this one. This is the last one we've both finished. So
Yes.
that helps a lot. Anyways, so you know the drill. The link tree's in the description if you want to go check out the Discord and all that stuff. So we will see you on the next one. And, well, hopefully it was a good Game Awards. Ben Starr, congratulations on your award. We hope.
We hope.
Otherwise, this video is going to look really stupid. But anyways, take care and bye-bye for now.